Hey y'all. With the new movie of with Kristen Stewart coming out on the road, um, I actually read that book 2 years ago, but I just wanted to give a general synopsis because some people are just gonna go see it because OMG, Kristen Stewart's in it. Oh, oh my god. And I just want people to know the actual meaning. So I'm gonna try and it's very long. So I'm gonna very sexual. So if you're under 13, just leave. Just leave now. Like, now. Shaw. Okay. So Salvatore Paradise, who's an aspiring writer, meets a guy named Dean. Mortuary. I don't know. Moriarty. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've never have. After the breakup of his first marriage, he's immediately fascinated by him and disappointed when Dean is attracted by the charms of his other friends. Aw, shucks. Even though Dean is in New York where Sal lives, he doesn't see him much. Sal decides to go on the road that spring. His trip is ill-fated from the start, and he loses a day of travel, requiring him to take the bus rather than hitchhiking. The bus makes it to Chicago then he continues hitching rides, meeting up with another hitchhiker who borrows his shirt and ditches him for another ride. In Denver, after a long journey, he meets up with his friends Carlo and Dean, only to find that they are not longer acceptable to his other group of friends. That sucks. His friends get him a nice apartment and try and set him up with a girl. Dean is sleeping with two women, Camille, his girlfriend, and Mary Lou, his wife. Kristen Stewart is playing the role of Mary Lou. So she dyed her hair. It's kind of a strawberry blonde and short and wavy, and I think it's really pretty. Anyway, Sal stays in Denver for a while, but then turns back to the road to join his friend Remy in San Francisco. With Remy, he works as a security guard, right, on a military base. But this really only interests him too long. He's kind of one of those people that goes on from one thing to another, kind of like a hummingbird. By the time Remy's girlfriend is about ready to kick him out, well, actually both of them out. But he's like, whatever, I'll leave. I don't really care. He takes a bus with the money sent from his aunt and meets a beautiful Mexican girl named Terry. The way that the guy describes it, she sounds like really gorgeous, not just like sexy and hot and porn starish. She sounds really pretty. Things go well between them, and soon he is living with her and her crazy brothers that pick cotton for a living. Even though it is subsistence living, he's happy. He's got what he wants, and he's good. But when the colder weather comes, he finds that he has no more work. And even though he doesn't want to, he leaves Terry and crosses the country for home. Then the next time Sal sees Dean is between Christmas and New Year's when he shows up at Sal's brother's house. See, there's so many different characters that it's very hard to keep track. Like, they'll have them at the beginning, but then they'll almost be like written off, and then they come back like in the middle of the movie. It's very confusing. When he shows up at Sal's brother's house in Virginia with a couple of other people, Dean is back with Mary Lou, back with his wife, Kristen Stewart, even though he divorced her and married Camille. So basically, he was married to Mary Lou. He was cheating on her with Camille. He divorced Mary Lou, married Camille, and now is cheating on Camille with Mary Lou. Why, you may ask? I have no idea. Dean is in a frantic state of mind at the moment. He's like, holy crap. And he offers to help Sal's brother move some stuff to New York. They drive all night with a carload of furniture and get to New York City. Once there, they unload some of their stuff and turn back around. They drive straight back to Virginia, where they pick up Sal's aunt and turn back around for New York. So basically, they go to New York, they come back to Virginia, they go back to New York. After the New Year's holiday, they have to go to New Orleans to pick up the wife of one of their companions. Dean drives into the night, and they must steal gas because all their money gets wasted on a speeding ticket. When they arrive in New Orleans, their friend Bull Lee isn't home, and his wife is too drugged up to help. So they go out to the bars. They stay in New Orleans for a while with old Bull Lee, but even his lifestyle bores them after some horse races and bar fights. And bar nights. Wait, they had some bar fights. Dean, Mary Lou, and Sal climb back into the car and head for California. They have barely enough money to make it, but after picking up some passengers and borrowing some money, they do. When they arrive in the city of San Francisco, Dean immediately runs back to Camille and leaves Sal and Mary Lou alone. So this the Dean Mary Lou situation. So this is how it's happening so far. Dean was married to Mary Lou, but at the time he was also cheating with Camille. Divorces Mary Lou, marries Camille, cheats on Camille with Mary Lou, leaves Mary Lou for Camille. Why? I have no idea. Mary Lou gets them a hotel room on credit, her and Sal. Soon after this, however, she leaves with a rich man one night, and Sal is gone alone. Dean comes back only to ask after her. Sal waits for the check from his aunt and then leaves San Francisco. So basically, then Dean wants Mary Lou back again for the third time. He's really weird. Then Sal returns to Denver the next year and works for a while, but is unhappy there without Dean. So he goes to look for him in San Francisco. Dean has crippled his thumb and is working on the rail cars. Camille has had his first child. Camille is not happy to see Sal. Dean and Sal spend a night on the town with some other girls who ridiculed Dean. When Camille throws him out, Sal and Dean go and find Dean's father in Denver, but are unsuccessful. Dean's antics make him unpopular with the locals, and then Sal gets himself in trouble, and the lady whose house they were staying in reads a letter he writes describing how easy life is there. After Dean has a wild night of car stealing, because that's just how Dean rolls. He dumps women back for each other 5 times, and then he steals some cars. They have to leave town. They drive someone's limousine straight to Chicago without any sleep. Once in Chicago, they wreck it in the night on the town. They hitch to New York, where Dean meets a girl he loves. Really, Dean? Really? The next year, Sal decides to go on the road and travels up Denver with plans to go to Mexico. Dean shows up at the last minute wanting to drive to Mexico City. They drive for a long time and stop in town where they go to a whorehouse. When they finally get to Mexico City, Sal is too sick to appreciate it, and Dean just turns around and leaves him there. I'm sorry, but Dean is a dick. The next time Sal sees Dean is brief and he's leaving for concert with Remy. After Dean turns a corner, Sal never sees Dean again. See? Really long story. Like, really long. But, I can't wait to see it. I'm going to have to get my sister or my mom to see it because it's rated R. Because there's no jobs and sex and threesomes, oh my! So, I hope you liked it. You probably didn't because I have a really boring voice. But let's just say it was fun. Tell your friends. So, yeah. Peace out.